longtime Browns beat reporter Tony Grossi with what he thinks the Browns were thinking, making the move to Dillon Gabriel.
A spark. They need a spark. And you do it with energy, and if not juice, lighter fluid. Just get this thing going, a little more energetic out there.
The first thing we've all said about this quarterback, Tony, is don't turn the ball over, don't turn the ball over, don't turn the ball over. How do you think the coaches try to balance that with also we need to make some plays in the passing game?
Yeah, they need to get the ball in the hands of the receivers quicker, particularly Isaiah Bond, and I think Gabriel will be good at that rather than sending him on deep patterns. Get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage and let him go. Create some open space for him. So I think, when Joe does the short passes, they look like checkdowns. But when you see Gabriel do them, they're like fast passes, and defenses have to adjust to that. And that brings the safeties in, and all of a sudden, you got those opportunities to go over the top.
So, Brad, when we look at this offense, those were the things that were missing. Get the ball in David Njoku's hands and have him get yards after catch. Isaiah Bond. The other guy that comes to mind is they activated Malachi Corley, and that's his MO. So are we going to see get the ball out, get him, and let these bigger body guys, because Corley and Njoku are bigger body guys that run after catch should be what they do.
Yeah, you would hope they could do that. Here's the issue that I run into, Dave, with all of this is that everything that they've done through 4 weeks, and I'm a Stefanski supporter, so, don't hang me, but I am. But, he hasn't been great this year. Like, they haven't been really creative. Now, it does take teams oftentimes 4 weeks or more to find their groove offensively. But when you combine the offensive line play, the tackle play especially, where you're already in your depth there and they have been struggling in a big-time way, and your receivers who lead the league in drops and seem to be on the ground all the time for some reason, I just teams are sitting all over that short stuff. Like, they're all over it. They're just sitting on it because the Browns have given teams no reason to believe that you're really going to take a shot down the field. Because have we really seen that at all? Maybe like mid-range throws, maybe a shot play here or there that went out of bounds, but they haven't really threatened the field vertically at all. So teams like last week, Detroit, even the Ravens were doing it. They were sitting all over those in-cutting short routes that the Browns love to run, and there's just not a lot there. They have to find a way to loosen up defense. So the idea, the concept is great. Get Corley the ball quick. Get your guys, your athletes, Njoku the ball quickly. Let him break tackles. Fannin, same thing. Same thing with Bond, right? All these guys, get them the ball in short, quick spaces, and let them create. The problem is teams are just sitting all over that stuff, and they're waiting for it because they know that's what the Browns want to do. So I would love to see them incorporate, a stick and go, a stop and go, a dig and go, whatever you need to do. Just loosen up the defense early in the first series or two with a deep ball, or just at least make them respect you, right? In that way, because right now teams just aren't respecting that aspect of the game. They didn't threaten the ball vertically at all with Joe.
Is it a matter of the line has been, especially the tackles? Tackles have been bad. Is that? I mean, Conklin, you think he was not limited today, so he might play. You might play Cam Robinson. Is threatening the field down? Is it a function of Stefanski doesn't want to do it? Is it the time isn't there to do it?
The time isn't there to do it, and I don't think that teams are playing more man against the Browns than we've seen in the past, and guys aren't necessarily winning a lot. Like, they should be winning more than they are. And I think that can change. I think Isaiah Bond leads them in separation, which Jerry Jeudy should lead your team in separation. I don't know what's going on with Jerry. He's had the drops But I advocate getting him involved early. He's a confidence player. You get him some touches early, even on an end around or something, and get him feel like he's involved in the game, and maybe you get a better 60 minutes from him. You know what I mean? Than you do if he doesn't touch the ball until the second quarter or feels disconnected or whatever. He was really hard on himself about that drop last week. It was a critical drop, but he's had a lot of those, right? And no Tillman this week, so Bond will step up. I expect to see more Thrash, and maybe we see some Corley. Maybe we see some Gage. I would love to see Gage. Gage at least worked with Dillon a lot this spring and summer, right? So that connection is already there. The reason they can't push the ball down the field is they don't have time to do it. And that's partially uncoaching too, because you had Aiden Hutchinson last week. Sorry, Aiden Hutchinson. I'm talking about the other Hutchinson, right? And they didn't chip, they didn't help enough.
Yep.
They left Lucas one-on-one with him, and that's like malpractice, Dave. Like, you've got to help him.
Yep.
You've got to help these tackles consistently that are 30 plus years old and going against the best edges in the league. And they just didn't do enough of that. And if you're going to take a shot, keep some extra guys in, protect it up, and really take a shot. They just haven't seemed dedicated to do that. I'm kind of at a loss of why, but they certainly need to do it. But the protection has been an issue. I know they're dedicated to the short pass game and to the quick pass game, and that's where Gabriel excels. But if you're going to do that, even against all the man-to-man that they're seeing, Dave, you've got to do stuff that creates quicker answers. Like, where's the bunch formations? Where's the stuff that's going to create separation early and create conflict with corners early? There's not enough of that in the offense. And I'm sure this is stuff that Stefanski and Tommy Rees realize, and I'm sure there's a ton of other reasons why they're not doing it. I'm just pointing out what's obvious on the film.